Today's story is about a wife who left to teach her husband a lesson, Aleen, but came home to divorce papers instead.
I thought silence would scare him. I thought leaving for a few days would make him realize my value, make him chase me, call me, beg me to come back. I thought I was teaching my husband a lesson. I didn't know he was preparing his final answer. Because when I came home, he didn't argue. He didn't shout. He handed me divorce papers. And the calm in his eyes scared me more than anger ever could. Before I tell you how one decision destroyed my marriage, take a moment to like this video and subscribe if you've ever tried to test someone's love and learn the hard way that love isn't a game. My husband, Daniel, and I had been married 9 years. We weren't perfect, but we were stable, predictable, comfortable. At least that's how I saw it. Daniel was quiet, responsible, and patient, almost too patient. He rarely argued, rarely raised his voice. When problems came up, he'd say, "We'll figure it out," and move on. At first, I loved that about him. Later, I started resenting it. Because patience can feel like indifference when you want drama. I wanted more attention, more reaction, more proof that he cared deeply, but Daniel expressed love through actions, not emotions. He paid the bills on time, fixed things around the house, made sure my car always had gas. But he didn't fight for me the way movies said a man should. And somewhere in my mind, a dangerous idea formed. If he thinks he can live without me, maybe he needs to see what that feels like. The argument that started everything was small, almost stupid. He forgot our dinner reservation, that was it. No affair, no betrayal, just a missed reservation because of work. But I exploded. "You never prioritize me," I said. "I said I'm sorry," he replied calmly. "Let me make it up to you." "That's not the point," I snapped. "You don't fight for this marriage." He looked confused. "I show up every day, what else is fighting?" That answer only frustrated me more. I wanted emotion. I wanted drama. I wanted him to panic at the idea of losing me. So I made a decision that night. "I need space," I told him coldly. "I'm taking a trip. Maybe then you'll understand what life without me looks like." He stared at me for a long moment. "Is that what you want?" he asked quietly. I expected him to argue, to stop me. "Yes," I said. He simply nodded, "Okay." That "okay" irritated me. I packed a suitcase the next morning. I chose a beach resort 3 states away. I told myself I deserved peace, attention, freedom. But secretly, I expected his calls. The first day, I checked my phone constantly. Nothing. No desperate messages, no emotional voicemails. Just one text, "Let me know you arrived safely." I felt disappointed. The second day, I posted pictures online, cocktails, sunsets, smiling selfies. I wanted him to see what he was losing. He liked one post. That was all. The third day, I called him. "Do you even care that I'm gone?" I demanded. "I care that you're safe," he said calmly. "Well, that's it. I won't force someone to stay who wants to leave," he replied. His calmness felt like rejection. I stayed another week, convinced he would eventually break. He never did. So I decided to return home early, partly angry, partly curious, partly expecting an emotional reunion. I imagined walking in to find him relieved, apologetic, ready to promise change. Instead, I walked into silence. The house was spotless, cleaner than I'd ever seen it. And Daniel was sitting at the dining table with a folder in front of him. He looked up when I entered. "You're back," he said. No anger, no warmth. Just acceptance. "What's going on?" I asked. He slid the folder toward me. Inside were divorce papers. My hands started shaking. "What is this?" "You said you wanted space," he replied gently. "I realized I should give you freedom." "This is insane," I whispered. "You're divorcing me because I took a trip." He shook his head. "I'm divorcing you because you treated our marriage like a game." His words hit harder than any shout. "I wasn't leaving you," I said desperately. "I just wanted you to fight for me." He looked at me with tired eyes. "I've been fighting for this marriage for years," he said quietly, "just not the way you wanted." I felt my chest tighten. "You don't understand," I said. "I needed to feel wanted." "I showed you every day," he replied, "but you wanted proof through chaos." I started crying. "You could have stopped me." "I won't beg someone to stay," he said calmly. Love isn't control. The room felt cold. When you left, he continued, I realized something. You weren't trying to fix us, you were testing me. He paused. And I don't want a marriage built on tests. That sentence shattered me. I tried everything that night, apologies, promises, tears. I'll change, I said, we can go to therapy. He listened quietly, but his decision didn't change. Respect is the foundation of love, he said, and the moment you left to teach me a lesson, you stopped respecting me. I had never thought of it that way. To me, it was strategy. To him, it was betrayal. The weeks that followed were surreal. Lawyers, paperwork, quiet conversations dividing a life we built together. He remained calm through it all. That calmness hurt more than anger. Because anger means emotion. Calm means closure. One evening I asked him, did you ever love me? He looked genuinely surprised. I still do, he said. Then how can you let me go? Because loving someone doesn't mean accepting disrespect, he replied. That was the moment I understood. I hadn't lost my husband because he didn't love me. I lost him because he loved himself too. The divorce was finalized 3 months later. The day I moved out, I stood in the doorway remembering all the memories, holidays, laughter, ordinary mornings. I never thought you'd give up on us, I whispered. He looked at me gently. I never thought you'd walk away to prove a point, he replied. Years later, I understand something I wish I knew then. Love isn't proven through tests. Commitment isn't measured by how hard someone chases you. And respect, once broken, is harder to rebuild than love itself. I thought a little trip would teach my husband a lesson. It did, just not the one I expected. Because sometimes the person you try to scare into loving you learns how to live without you instead.